Let's get straight into this. I have no idea what's coming in any way.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired by me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Damn. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah. What do I say? Well, where do I begin with that? I'll start with this. So, if you haven't noticed on this channel, I've never reacted to Bren before, so this was a first time listen. I really did not know what to expect in any way, shape, or form. It was a subscriber suggestion, and I like I said, I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't realize that this track today, this is the first video I've done today for the Sunday, was going to hit me quite as hard. Now, I absolutely loved this, and I say I loved it, and I mean I loved it. Okay, for a few reasons. I'm not going to go on. Well, I can go on the personal interpretation of the song, but I mean everybody's going to have that different personal interpretation of the song, and I got to kind of touch on two things. Of why this song was quite powerful to me. Now, personally, I've struggled with stuff like anxiety, not depression. I never had depression. I really used to suffer with anxiety quite a lot, to the point where it actually kind of took over my life, and like majority of the time, for at least there was a point in 2019 was my worst year I have ever had. Okay, it was absolutely horrendous. I spent most of it with anxiety and the effects that anxiety give you, or depending on your individual person. So it affects people in different ways, but it affected me in all sorts of different ways. You know, go into a little bit of detail, but not too much detail. No sleep being one of them. Pains, all sorts of different shit. Okay, which was absolutely horrendous to deal with. Um, Over the last few years, that kind of uh, is kind of got easier, and this track to me was a perfect example of how my brain was working in 2019. So that kind of really brings it on. It's like you're trying to do something good, and then the other side of you go, no, you don't want to be doing this. It's just, it was so kind of, it resonated with me quite a lot. Let me put it like that with you. It had quite a big effect, to be fair. I didn't show it necessarily. Oh, I might have shown it in the video. I was just so kind of taken in by it. The other reason why it kind of resonates with me is my sister. And my sister is a paranoid schizophrenic who has struggled, and I mean struggled, for years. For years. She's been into the mental asylum twice. Tried to commit suicide 3 times. I had a conversation with her on one of those times, and one of her last words would have been to me, if she actually went through with it, or she tried, to be fair, was, "I want to die. Goodbye." That was her last words on that phone. Luckily, it didn't happen, but those words will haunt me for the rest of my life. And it just resonates so well with me, the song. A very powerful song. Extremely well done. Very simple, but very, very effective. And when I say very effective, I mean extremely effective. Essentially, with me personally now, I do get anxiety now, but I know how I've learned to deal with it to a degree when it happens, that I can control it to a degree so it never gets too far out of control. And when it does, I kind of recognize it and accept it, and then it kind of gets a little bit easier. But there's a lot more to it than that, which I don't need to get into in this video. But the actual song itself, yeah, I thought was absolutely fantastic. So well done. So well done. The storytelling in here was absolutely fantastic. It actually blew my mind today. for a first reaction today, that actually blew my mind on how damn good that actually was. And I mean that as well. That was fantastic in every single way. I loved it. And and it's not necessarily my kind of type of music, but it really kind of hit home a little bit on that one. A lot. And yeah, I could tell you now, I could rate that a good 10 out of 10. More than that. It's absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I loved the way it was done. I loved the storytelling. The to and fro was absolutely fantastic. The battle between two sides I thought was absolutely fantastic. And the end bit was very, very powerful as well. Remember, we are human. Big message just in those 3 words. We are human. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.